All right. So good afternoon, everybody. John Dietz, team leader, Keller Williams Realty, Coral Springs. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm super excited to be interviewing my lifelong friend, Kathy Congdon. And Kathy and I had the opportunity to work together for many years, both when I was a real estate agent with Keller Williams and for a period of time when Kathy and I worked together at RE/MAX Realtech in Palm Harbor, Florida. And Kathy, would you just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you?
Sure. I'm Kathy Congdon, formerly of RE/MAX Realtech in Palm Harbor. I have recently moved myself and my team to Keller Williams in January. Obviously, long before the virus, none of us knew or could predict this was going to happen. But I felt like after 18 years at RE/MAX that it was time for me to make a change. I had been a solo entity when I first got in the business in 2000. My friend John Dietz maybe suggested to me back early on, maybe it's time you start adding admin, start adding some agents to continue and grow your business. And actually at that time you were at Keller and I was at RE/MAX, but you and I were always remained friends. We've done lots of business together over the years. And you know how I operate and I know how you operate. So we always know whenever we do a transaction, it's going to be very successful. There's never any issues. And I think as agents, we all appreciate those that have been in the business a while. That'll help you get from contract to close without any issues. The other thing is, one of the reasons I had started to look around is I felt like RE/MAX was sort of falling behind the 8 ball as far as technology and other things. And as I'm telling you, I started growing my team in 2010. It was myself and admin. At that point, I was probably doing about 10 million. So it was time for me to bring in the paperwork staff, so to speak. And then the last couple of years, I'll kind of bypass and tell you I continue to grow my business every year thereafter. I got my first buyer's agent probably about 5 years ago. The first one remained with me for 3 years at RE/MAX and moved out of the area. I also have a coach who works with me in real estate. I started the coaching system with somebody about 2 years ago. At that point, I was doing probably about 14, maybe 15 million. Last year, I did just shy of 20 million and was ranked in the top 100 agents in all of Pinellas County. And I think we're close to 9,000 agents. And actually, according to Keller Williams, who loves their numbers, I was number 11 in Pinellas County. So that'll give you an idea of where my business has gone. Part of my shift to Keller Williams, the new operative word these days.
Well, you know what, Kathy, hold on. I'm going to actually stop you there for just a second because I just want to make sure that everybody heard what I heard. You did $20 million last year.
Just shy of, yes.
Just shy of $20 million. And you did this almost on your own.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's impressive. That's impressive. If you have, well, it's painful, right?
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, it's not just impressive, it's also painful.
Yeah.
I mean, when did you sleep?
Yeah, I get asked that quite often. Yeah. When did you do anything besides obviously list or sell real estate? And there really wasn't a lot of downtime. You know that. You can't do those numbers and have a lot of downtime.
Yeah. So talk to me about when you had that moment when you realized if I am going to live a better life, I'm going to have to find systems, models, and tools in order to create a big business. What was that like?
Yeah, I think the epiphany really started to come to me as 2015, 16, 17, every year my business increased. And it was basically me and an admin, off and on a few different buyers agents, but nothing really stuck. And then when I said, like when I hired a real estate coach a couple of years ago, she said to me, wow, you've already got a big business. Truly, you have nowhere to go but up. So they started talking to me about, implementing systems, getting things down. So I will tell you in the last year and a half, actually probably 2 years now, I've added, obviously I had myself, I had admin, I added a social media specialist to my team. I have full-time technology on my team. I have an inside sales agent. Actually, I have 2 of those. So, and when I moved to Keller, they were helping me hire and train outside sales agents, which, to be truthful, my biggest issue I had with hiring outside sales agents is I'm so busy. Obviously, I've given you my numbers from last year. Like you said, when did you sleep? Not much. I was listing or selling consistently to get to that level. So I started talking to other brokerage firms and met with Keller back before January, and started really listening and was intrigued by what they had to say. But a big part of getting me there was they were willing to help me hire and train outside sales agents, which truly, with the amount of business I was doing, did I have time to be outside training and hiring? And, you know, the hiring part's no big deal. It's really the training part. And I just didn't have time for that. And I really didn't want necessarily brand new agents on my team, although now I'm starting to reconsider hiring a mix of new and agents that already have experience. And I signed on in January, and immediately Keller supplied me with an agent who had a few years experience, and then another agent that literally had almost 10 years experience.
Wow.
Who wanted to talk to me about coming on board as well.
Wow. So you're starting to build your team.
I am. Unfortunately, this lovely flu happened, and so right now everybody's home, and there's really not much to give the buyer's agents at this point. It's kind of a standstill.
Okay. And I know one of the tools that Keller Williams has, and I'm sharing this because obviously this is a video that will be shared with other agents that are maybe not with Keller Williams, is the tool and the system is career visioning, the KPA, and also 30, 60, 90. And I'm sure those are classes that your team leader there in Clearwater has encouraged you to participate in.
Yes.
And that's the model that they're following in order to find talent for your team as well.
Yes.
What's really cool about that is it enables you to hire the right person for the right position, because it's going to tell you whether they're a match or not. I mean,
which is awesome. Yes.
The last 10 years, did you hire anyone that wasn't a great match for the role?
You already know the answer. Yeah, of course. I mean, that's why outside sales agents tend to turn over. Yeah. You know, it's all about the training, the expectations, et cetera, that the team leader provides. Well, I certainly could provide plenty of leads, but not everybody is, well, you know my personality. I'm very type A, and the minute a lead comes through, I mean, the phone pings and I'm on it.
Yeah, right now.
Exactly. Yeah. I do. I mean, I am the follow-up immediately girl. I've had many coaching people and other teams, even at RE/MAX and other agency, ask me, how do you do so well with Zillow? A lot of people think Zillow is horrible and they didn't do well with it. And I said it was a magic bullet for me. I've always done very well with Zillow, yet now I know they're changing their model. So, you know, slowly I'll start eking out of that as well.
Yeah, very good. So Kathy, if I were talking to somebody that was, let's say at RE/MAX for 15 years, 18 years, and they were considering to make a move, and that's kind of scary, right?
It was, but it is. I mean, I don't care if you're somewhere 5, 10, 15, or 20 years. Making a move, human nature is we get comfortable. We're, you know, the old adage, you're fat and happy. You know, you're comfortable, you're doing well, your business is doing well. Why would you make a change? You can imagine how many times I heard that after I moved. What were you thinking? I said, I'm thinking outside the box, gang.
There you go.
Yeah, truly. And, you know, after meeting with Keller and really, you know, a couple times, I mean, this wasn't an easy decision. You're right. I was with RE/MAX almost 18 years, just shy of 18 years. So it was a huge decision. Nobody knew what I had going on behind the scenes. But like I said to you, the big hook for me, one of the big hooks was they really want to help you build your business. And I'm not seeing that with other brokerage firms. It's like they want you to work for them because they see your numbers. You're already successful. So I was chased by many brokerage firms.
Yep.
Keller really hooked me with, we want to help you continue to grow your business. We have systems in place to help you do that. We'll help you hire. We'll help you train. We'll help you get these people on board. And like you said, get the right people on board. And I came with several people already anyways, because I had the inside sales agents, the social media specialist, the technology guy on my team, which by the way, that's my husband. But he's techie. And I jump onto my team about 3 years ago. He's the behind the scenes guy, but he does all of that, all the tech, which is great.
Well, isn't it true that there's actually some brokerages that have systems in place to discourage you from building teams?
Probably there is. Obviously, I didn't talk to any of them, but interestingly, I felt like RE/MAX was sort of there. When I told them I wanted to hire team members, this and that, and they were like, well, we charge, $500 a month for this person and that person. And, oh, your husband wants to join your team? Yeah, well, we're going to hire. I said, wait a minute, he's technology. He's not working with clients. He got his license to obviously understand our business, but he's not working with clients. I didn't have that pushback at Keller. It's like, oh, you're a husband and wife team. One cap, you're together, you're not being charged per person. That was huge.
So here's the biggest difference. The model at Keller Williams is high volume, low margin. So Keller Williams knows that the amount of money that we're going to get from any one agent is capped at a certain amount, depending on location. The company dollar cap can be different from one market center to another. And then of course, there's a franchise cap. And we encourage teams. We encourage teams because part of the model at Keller Williams is helping you build a big business so that you can live a big life. And working 70 hours a week, 7 days a week, it's not living a big life, is it?
No. I can be the first to attest to that.
Yeah. I mean, if we could show you how you could double your business working half the hours, are you in?
Yeah, obviously that was a big hook as well. There were several things that enticed me. And you and I both believe surround yourself with good people. Have you not always believed that? I have too.
100%.
And that was a big one too. I mean, I knew a lot of the agents at Keller. Obviously, I've known you for years. So to me, it was like I knew good people worked there. I knew that they were team-centric. I knew they were all about wanting their agents to be successful. And, at RE/MAX, like I said, nobody ever really talked to me about my team or how to grow it or what direction did I want to go in. They just kept seeing my numbers go up every year and they kept giving me better awards.
Awesome.
That's about what it boiled down to.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Kathy, I'm going to share this video with over 5,000 people from all over the United States and outside the country. And if I have a referral for Palm Harbor, Florida, how do I get a hold of Kathy Congdon?
Yes, obviously I'm located in the Clearwater office, Market Center 138. Can you tell I already know my numbers and I haven't even been there that long.
I love it.
And my cell phone number is the way that most people do reach out to me, either text or phone call. And that's 727-409-3521, Palm Harbor, Clearwater, Dunedin, and the beaches.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Back at you.
Thank you for taking this time, Kathy. I'm so proud of you. I am honored to be in business with you. And I can't wait to see what you do next, because it's going to be exciting to watch Kathy build her empire and live an incredible life.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And that is my goal as well.
Yeah. And I'm here for you anytime you need my help. If you want to know everything not to do, because I can tell you all the mistakes that Monica and I made, right?
That's the best part about this business, right?
Yep. Just reach out to me. I'll make a list for you.
Fair enough. I appreciate it.
All right, Kathy, you have a great day.
Thanks, John. You do the same.
Right.
Take care. Talk to you soon.
Got it.
Bye-bye.